Hello, hi. It's Mary speaking. I am right now at the beach by the sea, Mediterranean Sea, in Ayatriada. There is a church here on my left. I'm going to show you the church. Here. A small church. I have companions around here, cats. I came to feed them also. This was something that I do when I'm in Cyprus. I feed the cats. Oh, sorry. So yeah, uh, it's dark now. Day is gone. Uh, but I decided to come to the beach today to pray inside the church. I love this Ayatriada church here. I'm always here when I am in Cyprus because my daughter lives nearby, very close. So I'm always here. In the evenings, light candles and praying for my kids, for the world. Yeah, singing. Yes, I have been singing, praying and singing at the same time. And now I'm doing this video because, sorry, um, I'm committed by some allergy because of the sun is so hot here. Then I am congested, a lot congested. Living in England, you are not used to this weather. So I'm very congested, but I'm okay. Just my nose is blocked. And but no, it's no cold. It's just congestion, really. So I was saying that some time ago, about 20 days ago, I did a video on the 10 enlightenment paths, okay, the enlightenment and the 10 paths to enlightenment. And then I mentioned the art, okay, the Sefirah of the art, that is invisible one, and it stays on the central column before you reach the three Sephirahs at the top. That's they are the formation, the force of creation. So I know about these 10 steps of enlightenment. Sounds complicated, sounds difficult, sounds impossible sometimes to achieve. But I was studying these last days about the 10 steps of enlightenment and the 10 Sephiroths, and looking at all the schools, esoteric schools about the 10. And then I noticed, I was able to find that apart from the Chinese, the Chinese esoteric school that was talking about these 10 steps of enlightenment 10,000 years ago, the Assyrians also use similar figure, okay, to represent the aspects of enlightenment, and actually they were trying to understand the reality of our living 80,000 years ago. between 6 and 8,000 years ago, the Assyrians were also trying to understand the reality, our reality, the reality of the creation, and how you can go back to the Ein Sof. And I think the Kabbalists took the idea of the 10 Sefirahs, the 10 Sefirah, from the Assyrians, actually, because the, we don't have any proof that this esoteric Kabbalah knowledge was linked anyway to China, because we don't know if there were any communication those days with China. But with Assyria, yes, because we know they live more or less at the same area. So probably Moses, probably Abraham, had contact with this idea, this school of Assyrians about the 10 Sephiroth, about the 10 steps of enlightenment and reality, and took the idea from them. So it's not a new idea in Kabbalah about the 10 spheres, or the 10 steps of enlightenment, or the 10 steps of reality of creation. Okay. But the Chinese, as I talked before about the Chinese, they have 42 steps of enlightenment. 10 is the main ones, and 32 is inbreeded or is included on the 10 principal steps of enlightenment. I'm not going to call Sefirah or Sefirot, because Sefirot is the terms in Kabbalah, okay, the steps of enlightenment. But they had 42. 10 is the main ones, and then 32 mixed or entangled inside these 10 main steps of enlightenment. So it was a little more complicated for them, because there were 42, not just 10. But Buddha took this idea from the Chinese, and to not create it, but to deliver his Dharma teachings. Okay, so was in this esoteric teaching from China. Other masters also used the steps of enlightenment and based on 10, okay? Not just China or Assyrians or the Jewish or Buddha, okay? But others also use the same idea of the spheres or the steps to enlightenment. One of them, it was Gu and Shi Wan. He's the founder of the Zen philosophy. He also used the China. He was inspired, his teachings on the Chinese steps of enlightenment, and his first step was on the ox. I don't know what this animal has to do with enlightenment, but anyway, they use the ox as the first step of enlightenment. Probably because it's very linked to the earth. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I have to study more deeper to understand why they link the first step of enlightenment to Malhut, okay, to the first step that we have to take after you incarnated here, to ascend to Keter. So in Kabbalah, we move from the top to down, and then to down from top again. It's a no end, it's no ending evolution, or spiritual evolution, or whatever you wanna call it. But in Kabbalah there is no end at all. You move from Keter to down to Malchut, and then you ascend from Malchut to Keter again. If you are, you know, enlightened enough to get to Keter again, and then you descend again in another level of emanation. Probably not in earth, but in another ones, understand? So the souls come from Keter, from the Ein Sof, from the eternal life, from the ancient one, and then you descend on the tree of life until you get to Malchut. In Malchut, you start again the steps up to try to reach Keter. Is when we end on the at. When you come down, when you get to the at, when you are coming down, you live in the at, or all our knowledge, okay? Everything that we know as a spiritual beings, as endless beings, as a star of this, a soul of the stars, or whatever name you want to call, you live in the at. Then it will start to descend, okay, until you get to Malchut. That's the incarnation you are now. And then from there, you will start again, okay, from Malchut to decide, okay, I know I am more than a matter. I discover that I have a soul. I start to remember that I am more than physical body, and then I start to remember that I have an astral body, that I have an emotional body, that I have a mental body, and probably if you know, got deep enough, you are going to remember that you have a galactic body, and then is when we start to get to the art again. It's a no-end process. But the thing is, the art is the Sefirah or Sefirah of knowledge. It's when you come down to earth and decided to incarnate it here, you live our knowledge, everything, who we are as a goddess, as a eternal soul, as an eternal blessing, you know, eternal love, eternal everything. You live in that. That's all the knowledge. And then when we incarnated here, we are completely empty of all this knowledge. So you have to remember everything again. And then you said, but Miriam, what's the point? What's the point of all this? Why do we have to come down and go back again and come again and eternal, endless experiences? What I'm saying here now is, when you come down again to earth, it's because we went to that art and didn't surrender to the art. It's what I said. What I said another day, and I know I said it again when I am here in Cyprus. I told with one of my daughters that I am sure I will come back again because I'm still attached to the planet. I have an attachment to the planet. And I know I'm not gonna get rid of this attachment to the planet yet. I'm not ready to give up the planet yet. So I know I'm gonna got to that, and I'm gonna come back again at the same level. Because I love it, and I know Earth needs energies and souls like mine to continue the journey to ascendance to the fifth and sixth dimension. And I am sacrificing myself. My soul decided when I got to that, I'm gonna say, I know I should surrender everything to you. I know I would be, I am able to leave all my memories, all my desires, but I am choosing not to because I am in love with the planet. I know they need me, and I'm willing to go back because the thing is, if you get to that after all these steps, that you take to enlightenment, okay, from Malhut to Yesod to Hod to Tiferet to Netzah to Givra to Chesed, and then you got to that. If you got to that and decided to go further, okay, I'm surrender, I'm gonna leave everything that I gained from Earth, from this experience of enlightenment as a physical soul, as a matter. I'm gonna give everything to the art, and I'm gonna go again back to the three main Sefirah, that is the ground. So you go to Hesed, as I said before, you dip in the waters of cleansing of Hesed, okay, no Hesed, the the waters of Ima, the Bina. I'm gonna give, and I'm gonna cleanse in Bina, and then I'm gonna take the old wisdom of Koma, and I'm gonna lose myself in Keter, in the Ein Sof. I can do it, but I know I'm not ready yet to give up on earth. That's why I know I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna go back to Malhut again, because I know this planet needs some stars to shine here. The planet needs candelabras, and I am one candelabra. I am one candelabra to earth. I don't do much. To be honest with you, I know I don't need to do much. The only thing I need to do is send a love, giving small portions of the knowledge they are giving me to the earth. And probably one or two people that's going to listen to this message, to this video, is going to be inspired to be a light worker like me, another candelabra. And that's what Earth needs to ascend. Because for sure, it's going to take some time for Earth to ascend. We still eat meat. We still killing each other. We still very selfish people. We still, me. So until this is controlled by us, by everyone, the earth is going to continue going to the third dimension, third level, third dimension. I know there is promises of ascending, and saying that you are going from the third dimension to fourth and fifth dimension. But just one or two or three or probably 1,000, we are serving billions of people. There is 7 billions of people to be reached, and you are not reaching them yet. So there is a lot to do. And that's why the art for me is the moment of truth. And if you are tired, if you feel that you want to go to another place, so don't be attached to it. I know a lot of people that is not attached at all to it. I know for sure too that in my around me that live around me, they don't have any attachment to it. And when they go to that, they are gonna go. These two people, I'm sure, but I have attachment to the earth, and I love earth, and I want to see earth going to the fifth, sixth dimension, and that's what I am choosing now to continue here. That's my meditation for today. That's my words for today. I'm going to continue singing by the sea. Tomorrow we are going to go to a beautiful place, and I'm going to bring my drum, and I'm going to be drumming in there. So expect something beautiful tomorrow, okay? Not tomorrow. I'm going to go tomorrow, but then I probably going to download by the middle of the week. Okay, God bless you. Keep you safe and me also. Bye-bye.